Hello, welcome to Litehawk. This video here is just to talk about the wheels and tires, as well as the optional snow tracks for the Big Tom and the Big Tom SC. So what we have mocked up in front of you right now, we would never suggest doing. We've got a wheel and tire here, a snow track over there, a snow track here, and then a wheel here. So you either run all of the wheels and tires or all of the tracks. And the SC actually in Big Tom SC does stand for snow cross or snow challenge, and the reason for the tracks really was for working in the snow. They also are awesome if you're going to the beach for the day and it's like a nice, light soft sand. They work awesome on that surface as well. But the tracks, because they have such a large area and so much grip in it, and they are so long, really do limit what surface this vehicle works best on. So if you are going to run the Big Tom in your home, on the asphalt, concrete, mud, grass, best to stick with the wheels and tires. The wheel and tire will go over the terrain better. It will work out a lot better, and you'll have just overall better experience with the wheels and tires. And that's why when we sell the Big Tom SC, yes, the tracks come featured on the vehicle, but behind the vehicle is a set of 4 wheels and tires. So to swap them back and forth, we get that question all the time. You just need a screwdriver. There's one screw in here per axle. So you just take this, you unscrew this, take your screw out, and pop your track off in this case, and then we take our wheel and tire and put that on. The same wheel and tire, our same screw, is used for both wheels and tires and snow tracks. Now when you're tightening this up, I recommend all the time, you want to do it snugly. You don't want to have it loose, but you also don't want to over tighten this. If you really put this on, with all your strength and muscle, you will strip out the plastic. So you're going to limit how many times you're going to be able to swap back and forth between the two. So while we've got the snow track off, or the track off, there's a few things we want to maintain. We do get contact from customers now and again that they say the runtime is not so great with the tracks on versus the wheels and tires, and that is true. Just the drive system with the tracks, and there is a lot of drag in here, that with the wheels and tires the vehicle will be slightly faster, and the runtime per charge on the battery will be better with the wheels and tires on. So, but that being said, these vehicles, since their production, have traveled across the world to get to you, and we are going to have hot days, cold days, and just like all metals and materials, rubber does expand and contract with temperature. So one thing I do suggest is you take the track off and you just give it a little tug. You're not trying to rip it in two, a little tug, and that will loosen and kind of stretch the rubber out. And when you put it back on here, okay, it will cause less drag. So that should rotate nice and easily. If it's not, you've either got a problem with the rubber being too tight, or the other thing that can happen is this center drive cog here. You see how easily that's moving. That should move like that. If this is hard to turn or hard to rotate, well, then we've got a problem. And that can be from just picking up debris outside or in your home, but it can also be related to these 2 screws here. And these 2 screws hold the 2 sides of the system together. And if these screws have been done too tight, that could actually pinch this drive wheel. And even if I push that together, you'll see it's really hard to rotate and it's starting to squeak. So you want to make sure that there is some room between here, and this should be a little loose if we want it to roll nicely. The other thing with the bogey wheels is just to make sure they all spin. If these get tightened down too tight, again, it's going to cause more resistance, more drag. The vehicle is going to go slower and use up a lot of batteries. So that's just a couple little tips and tricks to maintain the track system with your vehicle, and kind of the places where the track system is supreme over wheels and tires, and others where it's not. So again, that's why at Litehawk we want to include both when we sell these tracks, is include the wheels and tires. So depending on where you're playing, where you're going and where your next adventure is, you've got the best tool to do the job. So hope you get out there and enjoy yourself with your Litehawk Big Tom. Till next time, have fun.